Kamusta kayo dyan mga tol? Bagong video na naman. Ngayon, baka mahirapan kayo mag-focus sa aking mga sasabihin, pero try nyo lang mag-focus. Alam ko kasi na yung center of attraction ay nasa tatlong pimple ko right now. Nandito, dito, tsaka dito. Lately, they've been popping up and hindi ko sila mapigilan. So, yeah, disclaimer lang. Okay, baka magtaka kayo bakit tatlo yung pimple ni Matthew, di ba? Apat pala kasi meron pa dito. What the fuck? Kailangan ko alagaan ng skin ko. Note na yun. Okay, let's start with the video now. Grades don't define you. Grades doesn't define your intelligence. We have seen these two quotes from social media either taken as a joke or seriously. There is a discussion about academics' grades' importance in defining someone. I have seen different arguments in social media, but I still can't seem to find the argument that my mind is satisfied with. So I'll try to provide my own argument and opinion about this. Let's focus first in finding out whether grades matter or not. I think the answer is context dependent. It depends on the underlying circumstance or context. Realistically, in this country, jobs has really high standards for employment. So having a good grade, getting into a good college, attaining your profession, in this context, yes would be the answer. But to the context of intelligence, I think not. Your grades only state in what your mind can carry out when it comes with a particular subject. In the context of intelligence, it does not matter. There is a possibility that when a person is satisfied with his or her high grades, it can then motivate them to improve their academic performance. But performance is different from intelligence. But there is also a chance for students to get carefree just because they see grades as a definition for their intelligence. Just a disclaimer, I have not found any research nor studies about this scenario, but I deem it to be a reasonable speculation. But still doesn't change the fact that the answer, I think, is no. Now let's move on to the discussion of whether it defines you or not. The answer that I think is yes, it does define you. With this kind of answer, it's easy to misunderstand that the deciding factor, I think, is with the measurement of grades. Low grades means you're stupid, and high grades means you're the reincarnation of Albert Einstein. But don't worry, my logic doesn't fall on that. The reason why grades define you is because of the context of how you achieve the grades that you have. Having low grades with the reason being lazy might mean that you are lazy. Having a high grade despite being conscientious might mean that you lack the intelligence but you excel in high efforts. Having high grades because you cheated multiple times and you don't get caught means that you are a cheater. There is a lot of factors that contributes to your grades, including your welfare being, so yes, your grades alongside the context of how you achieved it defines you. But it doesn't mean that those definitions are permanent. You might find out that you are lazy. Well, don't fret, you are not forever lazy. You can change it. You can stop being lazy, you can start being productive, you can be intelligent, you can be conscientious. These definitions or personalities are not talents that are ingrained in you, but they are skills that can be developed. Not all of us are dealt the same cards. So the important thing is nurturing and improving whatever it is given to us. Your grades alone does not define you, so don't get anxious with the grades that you get. But treat it as a way to view yourself objectively, to find out your strengths and your weaknesses. When you find out that you still have average grades, despite excelling so much effort, don't doubt yet. Don't think that you didn't excel enough effort, or maybe that it's just intelligence that you need to work on. Plus, there are a lot of factors that contributes to your grades, so why keep hitting and downing yourselves even though you don't know the real reason? I think it's useless to just keep berating, keep saying negative things to yourself when you really don't know the exact reason behind it. It's detrimental to yourself. But of course, you should always have checks and balances, alright? Be careful with passing judgment to yourself. You might think that you exerted lots of efforts just because you pull all-nighters. But in the morning you do nothing but play games or slouch around. Examine what you really do to find out how much effort you put on each day. Focus on improving tiny things, even if it feels insignificant. Yes, you exert lots of efforts, but What if there is a much more effective way of studying that you haven't tried yet? What if there's a way to avoid distractions and lets you emphasize your focus more on your works? What if there's a much more better way of comprehending your teacher's discussions? What if there's a much more better sleep schedule that gives you energy and helps you with your schoolworks? And more. There is lots of rooms for improvement and tiny little improvements that can affect you as a person. So don't down yourself. There are solutions. It gets better. The weakness that you think you have, they're overly exaggerated. And even though they are real, they are not permanent. There's always a chance to remove them or lessen them. The strengths you have are not stationary. You can improve more. Deal with the cards that you are dealt with and make the most out of it.